What's up everybody, it's RobinGaming here. So the EA press conference just ended a minute ago. I'm actually immediately recording this commentary after it's done. And I have to say that once again I'm walking away a little disappointed from the press conference. Now why is that? EA actually did have some pretty big surprises in store for us. However, the thing that they decided to do, this decision they made, is that for these games what they were going to show was just like early prototype stuff, some concept art and that kind of that kind of footage, and that's just something that doesn't get us really excited. Now let me just go over everything pretty quickly. They started off with Star Wars Battlefront 3, and with this they actually did have a very tiny bit to show, something that did look very finalized, where you just saw this character pretty much racing on this kind of like hover bike or whatever it's called. I'm actually not that familiar with the Star Wars franchise, so please don't blame me for that. I'm actually, I don't know too much about it. Unfortunately, I've never been able to play any of the Battlefront games before, but I know that many people are looking forward to this one. I know it's a great franchise and I'm definitely interested in picking up this one, so yeah, consider me excited for sure. The game did look really good. Of course, it's made by DICE on the Frostbite 3 engine. So they had some more Dragon Age. We saw some CGI, some in-game, some gameplay of the game where you had this whole this group of 4 people fighting a dragon. Looked really cool. I mean, Dragon Age Inquisition is hands down probably the most exciting game for me this year that's still coming out, because I'm a huge Dragon Age fan, played the first 2 games with much pleasure, I think. So all in all, I'm very excited about that one. But here's where we get to the lower points of the conference, the things that really disappointed me. First of all, they actually did announce the next Mass Effect, but the way they did that was just like a studio tour at BioWare, showing off some footage that might have as well been Mass Effect 2 or Mass Effect 3 or whatever, just showing some planets and that kind of stuff, things that just don't tell you much. They didn't announce a title for that, and that's what really disappointed me. There's nothing really finalized that you can be excited about, something definitive that you can say, yes, this is the next Mass Effect game. They didn't do that, and the same counts for a new IP. That's a pretty huge announcement. BioWare is not just working on Dragon Age and on Mass Effect, they're also working on this huge new IP where they showed a forest and some lush environments, but they just didn't give you a title. They didn't say what it was going to be about, what genre, and that type of stuff. So that just makes it very hard for me to be excited about it, right? Because you can't really say like, this is the game I'm looking forward to. I mean, then yeah, the conference definitely had some low points, even more low points, some stuff that really almost made me fall asleep. The Sims 4, I mean, hardcore gamers just aren't excited about that one at all. Some sports games, FIFA, UFC, Madden, and some more that I'm forgetting, NHL and stuff. I mean, let's be honest, those games are great, but I know that there's many people playing these games year in, year out. However, they're just not that exciting to talk about. And every new year, I mean, there's just some new improvements and some cool stuff they're doing with those games. It's nothing really too exciting, right? However, they did end the press conference off with 3 very interesting titles, I thought. The first one is a new IP by Criterion Games, and they have this extreme sports title where you saw, I think, what is to be a pretty big sandbox where you can play, multiplayer with your friends, and it's pretty much, yeah, like I said, extreme sports. So you can go in a helicopter, in a jet ski, a car, a bicycle, whatever. They have all these different vehicles. It's one big sandbox, like I said, and you can just race together with your friends. I think it looks really cool. I like extreme sports games a lot, like SSX, like the Skate franchise especially, and I think, for those, for people who like that genre, this is probably the ultimate game, the game you'll want to keep your eyes on, because it's gonna be a very interesting game for sure. Then before I get to the final game, Mirror's Edge 2, I mean, this was the game I was looking forward to for such a long time. However, once again, like I said in the beginning, they disappointed me with it. And why was that? Because they didn't show anything exciting. They didn't give us information that was like, that would blow our minds, or something that we hadn't thought before. The rumors were that it's going to be open world, always online kind of thing, where you're always connected and you're racing together with your friends and stuff in that world. Absolutely, it sounds incredible, right? However, what they only showed was some linear levels, very early prototype stuff, and you saw that Faith had new moves, and it seemed to be even faster than the original game actually, and it got me excited for sure, but not as excited as I wanted to be at first. So I was really hoping that they had, just given us a full 3-minute, new trailer, or maybe 5 minutes of gameplay or something in an area where they actually you know, did get the whole thing finished, where you could see what the game was going to look like on Frostbite 3. No, they didn't do that. They just showed us some, you know, kind of like block mesh maps where you saw Faith running around. And I mean, that's cool, but it's not what I expected. Now, finally, they ended off the press conference with Battlefield Hardline, and this had to be their big surprise for sure. Unfortunately, the game got leaked a few weeks back. I think that's what mainly made them also announce the next Mass Effect game and the next BioWare IP with these vague concept art kind of things, because their big surprise got ruined already. And that's really a shame, because Battlefield Hardline, I think, does look really good. It's this cops and robbers kind of thing where you have the criminals fighting against the police in a Battlefield setting. And all in all, I think that whole theme fits the Battlefield franchise much more than I actually expected. It did definitely look a little bit worse, I think, than the previous Battlefield games, especially Battlefield 4, of course, seeing as that's the next gen one, right? But they did have some very interesting new features, like zip lines and destructible environments that actually did seem to change the map quite significantly. All in all, like I said, I was really actually surprised by the game. I didn't think it was gonna, you know, play out to be that great or something, but it does look very good. And the great thing is that the beta is now available on PS4 and on PC. I just tried downloading it. However, PSN seems to be down or something because so many people are downloading it. Yeah, I mean, I hope I'll still be able to get my hands on the beta, and if not, that's a shame. I'll probably pick up the game, you know, this year anyway. So yeah, the EA press conference, I walk away a little disappointed. I did think they have some good games to show, but all in all, I mean, I just wanted to see more of this. There were some moments that definitely made me almost fall asleep, like the sports games and Sims 4. But then again, Battlefront 3, Battlefield Hardline, Mirror's Edge, the new Criterion Extreme Sports game were all very cool, and I can't wait to see more of it. I'd probably give it a 7 out of 10. So that was it. Ubisoft is coming up next in a few hours, and then for now, I'd like to thank you a lot for watching. Of course, let me know your thoughts on the EA press conference, and I hope to see you again next time. Wake me